Yeah, I was like, that one, and then just keep going.
Okay.
And then before I go to bed, I take it off and I plug it in.
Okay.
And I just let it charge overnight.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's always charged.
Okay.
Like realistically, it should last like 2-3 days, but
Okay.
I just do it every night. Just
Okay.
Then, you know, as far as like it being connected, so when you plug it in, it's going to turn off probably. So if you need to turn it on or off, it's this button here.
Okay.
You hold it until the blue light turns on.
Okay.
And then that syncs it there. When you first turn it on, you touch the red dots together, it'll turn green.
Okay.
And then I push the vibrate just to make sure it's connected.
Okay.
If it vibrates, I know it's good.
Okay.
And then when I take it off at night, I touch them again, it turns red, disconnects.
Okay.
And then I turn it off, and I plug it in.
Logan, on my couch.
Oh.
You know better than to jump on the couch, Logan. Stop. Take your shoes off.
And then I just plug it in.
Okay.
And then I just
Take your shoes off.
it when I get back.
Okay.
So
Now
I'll
for the button, how did you say I needed to sync it again?
I have it set, it just automatically syncs.
Oh, okay,
So
perfect.
the button, you shouldn't have to sync it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
If you had to for some reason, like say, it shouldn't do it, but say you turn it on, you press the button. The only other option for the button is if it's switched to like vibrate mode.
Okay.
You push this button, it's gonna vibrate instead of do the red light.
Right.
If that happens, then what you need to do is you're gonna turn everything off. You're gonna hold down this button to turn it on, and you're gonna hold this button down until it beeps.
Okay.
When it beeps, then it should switch to simulation.
Okay.
It shouldn't switch back to vibrate because I have it set locked to the setting.
Okay.
But if that did happen, that's how you fix it.
Okay.
But once you turn everything on,
Logan.
so
Stop.
if we turn that on and we touch the red dots together, turns green, right? Vibrates good. Now when I press the red button, or the finger button, it should flash red.
Okay.
Right? And then it's all set.
Okay, perfect.
So we can swap it out, so we'll use yours,
Okay.
so you can practice, make sure it looks good
Okay.
and all that stuff.
Come here, Max.
Oh yeah, you're a good boy. What's up, bud? Come here, I'm gonna take mine off you. I know. You don't really like getting it on and off. Yeah, don't you? I know. You like it.
Get off the table. You know better.
Syncing wise, what I do is the box typically needs to just like sit on the side.
Okay.
Basically, that's it. I know. And then like you just don't want it directly like on the neck back here, and you don't want it
On the
directly
throat. Right. So it just needs to be like either on this side or
or
this
that side.
Okay.
Yeah, and usually I'll alternate like sides so that the fur doesn't rub too much on one side more than the other, right? Just with the box. So like one day I'll put it on the left, another day I'll put it on the right.
Okay.
And like make sure it's right. And then when I put it on, basically all I'm looking for is I just tighten it to the point where there's tension. So put it on there, we'll put it on that side. I just make sure like it's like up here.
Please be as close to the ears as possible, like right here.
Yeah, right up nice and high.
Okay.
And then I tighten it till like I feel tension on the collar.
Okay.
Right? So once I feel tension on the collar, I put it there. My rule is if I can like, especially with his fur, if I can like put my fingers and it's like a little tight, then it's tight.
I'm gonna shoot just so I can.
Within that area.
Okay.
If I can't fit my fingers at all, it's too tight.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I can fit my fingers and then move it around,
Right, it's too loose. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if it's too loose, you won't get any contact, and then you'll be pushing that button all day, and he'll be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like, I really don't care what you say. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
guys. Like, no big deal, right? It's all good. Now, the level is just more dependent on situation, environment, distraction, things like that, right? So, like, roughly, he was usually sitting, like, around 20, 25-ish, somewhere around there type thing. And so, like, but if it's like a really distracting area, and he decides to challenge you a little bit and say you have it on 25 and you press it, and he doesn't even like twitch or look at you or anything, then basically the rule is like I just kind of start turning it up like by like 10.
Okay.
And so I'll go to 35 and I'll press it again. Okay. Right? And like that's generally my rule. Okay. And then when he reacts, I go, all right, good. And then I'll like drop it back down to like 25. Okay. Because that's like roughly his baseline. Okay. But don't be afraid to turn it up, turn it down. Just base it off like how he's responding. Okay. Right? Like if that did happen. Okay. Right? And like I said, like these first couple of weeks, you'll use the e-collar more than you'll use it normally, just to reinforce. Yeah. Right. So with that, I don't know, buddy. I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's excited, obviously, which is fine. It's normal. I know, but he's still paying attention and all that stuff. So with this type of thing, I just let him kind of do what you normally want him to do in the house. That's the point of like today's session is just make sure like whatever you kind of would want him to do normally, let him do that while I'm here. We'll correct if there's something you want to correct, so I can help you correct it. Like he's excited, falls on the table, right, or something like that. Right. That's fine. Like it's normal. Dogs get excited, especially when they first get home. They're gonna test a little boundary, right? They go, all right. Like maybe if I put the paws here, nothing happens. Yeah. Right? Maybe if I put my paws here, nothing happens. Right. The important thing is I just do a correction every time. I go, no, like that doesn't work. I don't want you to do that, right? And because he already knows that is the correction, right? Then I just go with that first. If he does it, then I do and very firm. Right?
If you don't get off that table,
man, he's about to
you're just as excited.
Yeah, he knows better. I think my biggest thing that I'm really like just wanting to see how he does and how you correct him is the cat.
Oh yeah.
If we can kind of get Jonah, I know I hate to do this to him, but I gotta get him out so that he can see him because he doesn't see him. Yeah. And then if he ignores him, great. But if he goes after him, then I want to correct that so that he can stop. Like as soon as sometimes Jonah will come out and he'll look at him. Now when Jonah faces him head on and he looks at him, Max leaves him alone. Yeah. But as soon as he turns his back and if he runs, that's when Max pounces on him. Yeah.
You know.
Max wants to go.
You can't have that, buddy.
Right. There you go.
No. No.
There you go. Perfect.
Good job. Good boy.
I was going to say, he listened the first time when she told him no. He backed up.
Yeah. He listens out of everyone. He listens to her. Yeah. And she just does not like him. Yeah. Yeah, she's just like, stay away from me. I don't like you. And he doesn't try to bite her. Yeah. He doesn't mess with her, nothing. It's like, she's just like, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
He's like, I know she'll fight me, so let me just leave her alone.
I would say he knows it's serious.
Yeah, he knows it's really serious.
He's like, she ain't bluffing.
Yeah, she's like, she'll hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's about that life. It's not yours, buddy. Let me see if I can get my cat.
Yeah, I was like, let him come out, and then I'll try the correction first. See what he does.
Mom, can you close my door?
Because then I might need to turn, mess with the collar settings and stuff.
Oh, you want it to be open or closed?
No, close it, because I don't want Jonah to run into my room. Oh, see, he sees me. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
More balloons. Yeah.
Jonah's looking at me like, you traitor.
Yeah, right? You brought him back.
Jonah's like, he's back.
Yeah, I got both.
Say it again?
I got blue.
I like blue. Blue's my favorite color.
I think he might do
You know
okay.
that? Yeah.
The problem is Jonah's not going to get off this table, this chair.
Yeah.
With him here.
Well, he's not poking at him too much.
Yeah.
That's good.
He's more looking at me.
Hey,
bud. Hey, bud.
You see? You don't need any attention?
He's trying to get my attention. Let me see if I walk away. Okay.
No.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Sit. Max, sit.
there you go. So, like, this is more habit stuff, right? My recommendation typically, like, unless you want it very specific, right, is like something like that, right? You got excited, and like instead of making him go to a command, right? Then all I do is I don't really go to a command. I just do the correction, and then I just walk away.
Okay.
And I just go, hey, you got too excited, I corrected you, but I don't care. Like, I don't want you to do anything, right? Because the only, like, risk you run when you start doing it where it's like, hey, every time I force a command, right? Well, then sometimes the dog doesn't understand why you forced the command, right? Because he's like, well, we were playing and we were all excited, but then all of a sudden you got upset because I was excited, right? And then you made me do a down or a sit, right? Well, then sometimes what happens is they randomly associate like, oh, I down when I get in trouble, right? Or I sit when I get in trouble. Where what we want is like we just leave it alone when we get in trouble, right? We go, all right. And then we just walk away from it.
So instead of us saying, you know, and then making him sit, just say, and then when he stops, walk away.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then the commands are just when I want him to do the command.
Right.
It's not associated with any punishment.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And
It's disturbingly easy to poison a command.
it happens really fast.
Yeah.
Did you still need him to be around? Don't really give him a bath.
Oh, no, I mean, unless you want anything in particular, they do great together. Like everything looks great with that. Yeah,
I'm not worried about it. Honestly, I'm not really worried about anybody but him.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, I guess because he's 10 years old and he's like, I'm not gonna fight him. And I'm like, dude, like I just saw you go up against a Rottweiler.
Right.
And like my cousin brought his Rottie like 2 weeks ago. And he came out and the Rottie ran up on him and Jonah looked at him like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And then like the Rottie sniffed him and then Jonah swiped at him and then he took off. And I'm like, why won't you do that with Matt?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Why don't you do that?
I think he might have got him earlier because when I first came over, he had like 1 drop of blood on his snout, and I was like, either he caught something or he pissed off the cat.
I mean, when he first went to that chair and he stuck his nose through, he did pull his nose back, so he may have smacked him.
He may have.
Yeah.
But Jonah's walking around.
It's a good job. You smell my shoes? I smell like so many things. I know, so many things.
Why are you in my house?
Yeah.
Maybe he catches a hint of Willow.
Yeah,
I
Willow's
don't
a
know where your
jerk.
shoes would smell like Willow though.
I know, Willow likes the way I my shoes. Yeah.
Willow is our daughter's cat.
Oh, okay.
And it listens to her. It comes when called by his name and everything. And it's funny, she doesn't speak English really. But
She's just now.
yeah, she's just starting to, but before she would just be like, whoa! And there you go. You know,
It's it. Maybe not animals are like that. And they just like with kids especially, it's like like he can tell him what to do. And then she doesn't talk, but she tells him what to do.
Oh yeah.
Well, animals are more body language, right? Like more than anything. We teach them words, but like their body language really. So yeah, like I don't know how to do the cat stuff, but apparently my 2-year-old, she figured it out pretty fast. Yeah, like she goes in, Kelton has a bunch of cats, and she goes in his area, and those cats listen to her too. Yeah, she'll they do something, and she'll just be like, no, and like push them, and the cat will look at her, and the next thing you know, the cat sits. And she's like, oh, and she's like, oh, good cat, and like that's the cat. And I'm like, what in the world? Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could do that because I look at him and I'm like, hey, be quiet, sit. And Jonah looks at me like, okay, sure. And he walks off.
I've never had a cat listen to me. I've never been able to do it.
He's like, I love him to death. He's my emotional support cat.
Yeah.
Because I have PTSD. But he's good in that department. Like if I'm having a nightmare, if I'm like my anxiety's crazy, like he'll get on my chest and rub against me. But when it comes to like when I bought him for originally was a snake got into my old house.
Oh no!
And I had a lynx point Siamese kitten. She was going up against the snake. She was like this big, and she's sitting there hitting it, and she's like, and he's sitting there just looking like, oh, you're doing a good job, keep going. And I'm like, really, Jonathan? Do your job. That's what you're here for.
You like sacrificed the young one.
Yeah, he was like, go ahead, get big. I don't care. And I was just like, wow.
We had a barn cat that was given to us, and she was like feral when we got her. Mean as could be.
Yeah,
the best mouse or mole or snake or anything. She got all of them. And she was great. And then one day she just didn't come back. And somebody gave us Willow. They're like, hey, like, he showed up on our doorstep. We can't get him to leave. Do you want him? Well, originally they told us he was a girl. Like, do you want her? And that's why his name is Willow.
Right.
Now he goes by Will. But Willow's hard to forget.
Yeah.
So now that he goes, but
he doesn't do anything.
the other night, it was like a couple weeks ago, I about had a heart attack because I walked into our bedroom and I went to open and a mouse jumped on me.
Oh my God.
And so while I don't have a problem with mice, I do have a problem with being jump scared.
Right, exactly.
So he's like, ow! And I went and I was like, Willow, get the mouse! And he's like,
Yeah, no, that's not part of my job description.
Like, you're fired.
Right. This is gonna be my animal mouse killer. He's already killed 3 possums in the backyard. And when when my niece was like, "There's a raccoon back there," I said, "Oh God, please no!" Because he will go up against it, and that's gonna be dangerous.
Like raccoons get rabies, possums don't.
But the possums, and like I was just like, dude, like I came at one time. My mom called me. She said, "Yeah, he killed a possum," and I was like, "So you didn't get it?" And she was like, "No, it's your dog." And I was like, "Wow." So then the next time he got one, I just happened to walk out and it was just laying there dead, and I was like, really next? And then the third time I actually saw him like killing it, and I was just, I'm not going out there to interfere, because what if you drop it and it bites me? So I was like, well,
our Rottweiler got a possum. Well, the possum tried to attack him.
Yeah, the possum was up on, we had a privacy fence, and it launched off at him. The Rottweiler snatched it out of the air, and he like shook it, but he just about took one of its legs off, but it still walked away.
Really?
It climbed back up on the fence and like limped away, dragging its leg with it. And I was like, we'll go. I was like, let's get the Rottweiler put away, and we'll go find it, and we'll just like finish it off. Couldn't find it.
The fact that he even attacked him though, so I wonder if it was like had rabies or something. Because normally they run away from them, don't they?
Well, possums can't get rabies.
That's the good news. That's the great.
Okay.
Killing possums is ideal. Their body temperature is too low,
right?
so they can't carry.
Okay.
Which is fantastic.